So on this show, we like to shout out loud about all the good things that happen in this area. Well, a Teesside chemistry student is up for a prestigious national award. We're talking about 21-year-old Megan Todd, who's been nominated for the Royal Society of Chemistry Science Industry Technician of the Year. She's now working as a junior experimental scientist at the Wilton Centre near Redcar. And earlier, she joined me in the studio to explain exactly what she's been up to.
So for the last 3.5 years, three, I've worked at a company at Wilton site, based really in the Wilton Centre, working as a junior experimental scientist and doing uni alongside working, and they've taught me, I guess, all I know, and it's been great to do that for full time.
Because so often on this programme we talk about women not being encouraged to get into science and not get into chemistry. Mm-hmm. So how come you're a part of it? Yeah,
it feels great to be a part of it, and again, you do see there's still a lack of women going into our age. You know, you've got people who are a bit older that do it, but there's still that lack of encouragement of people my age to do it, and I think it would be such a good thing to try and increase that and show people that they can do it, and it is a thing to be done, and it's a really good future for.
So were you encouraged when you were at school?
Not particularly. I was encouraged in this subject that I did to do chemistry, but I think certain colleges nowadays are so one-minded about go to university, which I do go to university, but also get this priceless experience alongside it, and it's really done well for me.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to other women then who are at school, at uni, but they're not really being encouraged to then get a job in the science industry?
I'd say a lot of the time you really need to try and look further afield than what colleges tell you, because you can think that's all the options you have, but there's a lot more out there. Sometimes you've got to sit down for a few hours and trawl the internet and just see what really is out there and what you can do and the options available for you. That's what I'd say to do.
So let's talk about this nomination then for this award.
Yeah.
How were you nominated for that?
I'd had some contact with the Royal Society of Chemistry through my university, helping the chemistry degree get accredited through them. And at the awards evening, again, I met them. I then came into work after Christmas, and they'd been in touch and suggested that I be nominated. My bosses agreed, and my assessors from TTE, even though I'd left and finished my apprenticeship, also wanted to help with a nomination. So I wrote a personal statement, my bosses wrote a statement, and they wrote TT wrote a reference, and went from there really. So
I mean, that must have been quite a moment, to be nominated for Royal Society of Chemistry Science Industry Technician of the Year.
It was a bit of a shock, to be honest, because honestly, I'd not heard of the awards before. I didn't know that they had them. So when you find out something like that, just when you come into work on a Monday morning, it's quite a shock, and I was really, really pleased.
So if you win, and there's only 4 of you, is that right?
4, yeah, shortlisted, so they've made a shortlist. There's 4 of us up for it. Yeah.
So 1 in 4 chance. What happens next then? Where can you see yourself?
I think I need to finish my degree and carry on at my work, and I'd love to carry on at the company I work for. I really love my job, and I love chemistry as well, so just stay with that and maybe explore other sides of the business as well, not just the science side.
And when you say you love chemistry, what is it? Can you put it into words?
I don't know, really. I think it's one of those things. Through school I always liked science and maths, and then I think as you get older and you pick your subjects that you do, it just ended up getting there. And I think I just love, there's such a difference every day when you go into work. Every day you find something new, and you just don't know what you're going to get with it, I guess. It's always finding out new things.
Do you think you need a particular kind of mind to be good at chemistry?
I think you've got to be quite motivated, because there's a lot to learn and remember. But again, if you've got that passion for it, then you'll know if you can do it or not. I think you'll know you want to do it, because it's really good, yeah.
And we should be pushing more people into it, really, or encouraging them.
Yeah, encouraging,
in this area particularly.
Yeah, there's so many schools that don't. Almost, you hear these things online where people were told when they were younger, you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. And I know that doesn't really happen, but anyone can do anything that they want, really. It's just your motivation and people around you, and schools and colleges making sure that they show people options wider than Teesside, but also what I've done was totally based on Teesside through TTE and where I work, so it's available on your doorstep.
And as a technician, what do you do on a daily basis then?
I do lab work, so quite a bit of lab work, analysis on samples, writing that up and analysing it. I also run a batch reactor we have, so I get a bit...
A what?
A batch reactor, so
What's
we
that
make
then?
some like polymer basically down on our plant, and get my boiler suit on and go down there, and that's a total different side to the job as well. I've been able to go abroad with work and see our main plants, because it's only R&D, like research and development at Wilton, so it's a different every day.
Congratulations on the nomination, fingers crossed.
Thank you.
So, fingers crossed for 21-year-old Megan Todd. She'll find out next week.